recording, which means we get to dive back into our session. But before we get into our recaps and everything that's fun there, why don't we learn a little bit about who we've got at the table?
Hello, my name is Brent. I'll be playing Saren Starseeker. He's an Astral Elf, Divine Soul Sorcerer, still navigating a couple devilish deals. His wings recently crumbled away, but Zariel's sword remains imprinted on his soul, and he's looking forward to the next step in their journey in dry land. This week's fun fact is Saren's wings were short-lived, but he enjoyed the new perspective it had given him.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I play Ash, a tiefling fighter, Psy warrior. She has a tail that has a mind of its own. Her current mission is to make sure that Cookie adores her and will miss her terribly when she's gone.
Well, that leaves me. I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Melior's Grid. Mel is a beautifully dangerous drow gloomstalker ranger with snowy hair and steel gray skin. This week's fun fact about Mel, she has always struggled a bit with finding gifts for people. Alizaria loves gift giving and is spectacular at it. She always knows just what to get people, and they always adore her gifts. Melior's tries. Her heart is in the right place, but she doesn't have the knack for it that her sister does. She hopes everyone likes the beach keepsakes that she got for them.
Alright. Well then, with no further ado, we've got the last bit of sea travel before we make it to Luskan. As you are traveling from Baldur's Gate to Menzoberranzan, as there are some things happening beneath the surface. You've had an experience. Your boat nearly capsized, but you were able to make repairs in Thornhold, as well as learn some information that could be useful to further endeavors. But as we return to the waters, I'd like to hear what everyone's thoughts are as you set out on the sea once more.
Saren's not a big fan of the ocean and not being able to see what's around them, especially seeing as how things started.
Melioris is happy that she seems to have earned some points with her boss, with what happened in Thornhold, but she's a little concerned at the conversation she witnessed from the crow's nest between Magda and her boss, and wonders, what that was about and if there's going to be any ramifications from that.
Ash is having a great time. She's doing her job. She's doing as she's told. She's keeping Cookie in line when she needs to. It's going great.
Alright. It's been about maybe halfway from Thornhold to Luskan. Just passing Neverwinter off on the eastern shores. But I'm gonna ask for perception checks.
26.
22.
20.
Good. You all see this. These waters, they are calm at a first glance. However, the three of you would notice the shadows just beneath. And are able to prepare as your boat is boarded from below the waters. Let's get some battle music. Why is it not loading on my side? There it is. Alright. Did initiatives get rolled?
You didn't ask for them.
I thought I did. It just may not have come through.
Wow, we all got
Okay.
17.
Alright.
That's incredible.
Okay. Beautiful.
United front.
We're just so in sync.
Mm-hmm.
So, you watch and are able to ready yourself so that you're not surprised as your boat is boarded by this Sahagwin hunting party, it seems, as immediately they go in trying to grab hold of the different crew members here. But Sahagwin A is going to rush up towards Melioras here. And the first attempt to strike at Melioras is going to miss. As will the second. Sahagwin Warrior B is going to try and grab hold of a crew member. And does not this turn. But C is going to run over to Ash. Misses on the first attack. But a 21 on the second.
Yeah, that hits.
That's going to be 7 points of slashing damage as the claws rake across you. And then it is Mel's turn.
Okay. Well, firstly, I would like to use my bonus action to place Hunter's Mark upon Sahagwin Warrior A.
Alright.
And then I'd like to hit him a whole bunch. Because of rude. Ooh, that's gross. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 will hit the Sahagwin Warrior.
Oh, I love that for me. That's 11 plus 3 is 14 points.
Alright.
And I'll hit him again. That's another 14 to hit. Doing 15 points of damage this time.
He's dead.
Lovely. Love that for me. And you said B was going after a crew member?
Correct.
I don't like that, so I'm going to run up to him and use my Nick attack to try and hit him. That's a 24 to hit,
Oh, yeah.
doing 8 points of damage. Magical if it matters.
Okay. Ash, it is your
That'll be my
turn.
Great. I'm gonna take my pitchfork and stab this guy that's in front of me.
Heck yeah.
That's a 29 to hit.
Definitely.
For 14 piercing.
Alright.
And then a natural 20.
You're gonna kill this man.
So 8 plus 2, 19 piercing.
Yeah, dead.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna run up to the priest here,
Mm-hmm.
just because he's right in front of me, and we'll stab him. That's a 22.
22.
For 11 piercing.
Okay. And then it comes to Saren.
Saren's gonna unleash his innate sorcery with his bonus action, and then I'm gonna split a level 3 guiding bolt with my mirrored fate's feet. Then I'm gonna shoot one at warrior E and F. So I get to roll 3. Whoops. This will be for F.
Yes.
A natural 20.
Yeah, that's gonna kill him.
So the Alright, cool. Second one. That's a 27 to hit.
Yes.
I'm sorry, 22 to hit. 22 to hit.
Yes.
13 radiant damage, and he's glowing.
Alright, cool. And he's also bloodied. Our Sahagwin warrior D is going to go up to Ash, and if Ash could please roll for me a strength or dexterity saving throw.
I get to pay?
Yep.
It's an 18 strength.
Alright, so you are not thrown overboard.
That's great news.
It really is. However, it is going to come to Sahagwin warrior E's turn. He's going to try and go after one of the crew members that's back here. He will be able to grab one of them, and as he rushes up, grabbing them from the midsection, brings them over to the edge and throws them into the water. You hear a crash, and then a call from the waves. Shark! And
Okay, cool, cool.
We have some sharks in the water. And Shark B is gonna go and grab that crew member in the water. And the waters begin to turn red.
Did I know that guy?
I mean, so far you've spent some time on the ship. You got passing knowledge of everybody.
Hey, it's one less mouth to feed.
Was it Cookie?
Somebody's got to go.
It was okay.
It better not have been Cookie.
Was
He's
it one of
safe.
the guys that were looking for the entrance? Was it wasn't there like a halfling or something?
There was a half, yes. It was one of the guys from that were looking for the entrance. It was not the halfling though.
It was the other guy.
It was the other guy. Alright. Our priest comes up, and as it is his turn, the first thing that he's going to do is use bonus action to cast Healing Word over on Warrior E.
They're not allowed to do that.
Ooh, and that's max healing available.
The first time Faye's ever healed in a combat with me.
Alright. And then that's a bonus action, so then we're gonna get some spectral jaws. They begin to float around, and the first one is going to go after Ash right in front of him. But misses with a 10. And the second one is going to go after Saren. But that also misses. And then Sahagwa Warrior G, going to run up to Mel. If Mel could please make for me either a strength or dexterity saving throw.
That'll be a 23 dex save.
Alright, you are not thrown overboard.
Love that for me.
Alright. Oh yeah, Shark B would be over here because he swam to get that guy. It is Shark A and sort of also going to go over here, tearing into the red waters. Warrior B, since of course you were right there and you struck him, he is going to try and retaliate. The first attempt is a 16, which I believe misses.
A 16 is my AC, but I will parry.
Okay. And then the second one definitely misses. As Melioris, we then come back to your turn.
Okay. I'm just checking something real quick here. How big of a radius is this? 20-foot radius. If I did that, he'd probably just walk out of it, so I won't do that. I'll just attack. Well, I'll use my bonus action to move Hunter's Mark onto B, and I'll attack him. That hits with a 17.
Most definitely.
4. Oh, that's really bad damage. That's 11 points of damage. And I will attack him again. Does a 13 hit?
Yes, a 13 does hit.
Yay! Great. I keep rolling 3s and 4s. Okay, that's 13 points.
All right, dead.
And I will make my Nick attack against G. Does the 12 hit? We're gonna find their AC.
Yes, a 12 will hit.
Great. So I can only miss on a natural one. Okay, that's 6 points of damage. And that'll be my turn.
Ash, it is your turn.
Okay. Pretty sure that one thing is an action. So I'm just gonna stab the priest again. 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Great. That's 10 piercing. And then a 28. We'll make that a psionic strike too.
Okay.
I'll do that after. A good thing too. So 8 piercing and 6 force.
Okay. Anything else? from Ash?
And then I'm gonna yeah, I have one more attack. I'm not done yet.
All right, just ask.
I'm gonna step warrior D
Go for it.
with the 17 to hit
Yes.
for 11 piercing.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Saren's gonna sort out charge warrior E. And we're gonna get a true strike.
Okay.
26.
brave.
Yes.
It's 20 radiant damage.
And stick.
Can I look over the edge? What do
Uh,
I see down there?
two sharks tearing into a body.
Does the body look deceased?
It definitely does not look good. So if they're alive, just it's barely hanging on.
I would like to cast. I'll quicken spell a. We'll get a sacred flame on Shark B.
Okay.
May I have a dex save, please? 19 is the DC.
Is it at disadvantage because he's too busy being distracted, nomming on this poor person?
It is not a disadvantage, but it is still a fail.
15 radiant damage.
Beautiful. Alright. With that, is going to be the end of Saren's turn, bringing us to Sahagwin Warrior D, who snarls and is going to run away from Ash.
I take an attack of opportunity.
If you'd like.
I would like. It's a 19.
Yes, that hits.
For 9 piercing.
Alright. He's still up, so he's gonna try and grab hold of somebody. Does not manage to do so, and then dives into the water.
Oh, I didn't know we were fighting a bunch of little bitches.
Hunter Shark B, since Saren sort of looked over the edge, is going to jump out and try and bite Saren.
Yeah.
And that is a 16 to hit Saren.
I'm just gonna shield that as it goes by.
Alright. And as the shark splashes into the water, it comes to our Sahagwin priest. Who bonus action is going to healing word on himself. And then moves away from Ash.
May I?
You've
Oh,
already
wait,
used
no, I can't.
You've already used your reaction.
That's right. I'm getting greedy. I'm sorry. I'm in a
Um,
mood.
He is also going to try and grab somebody. He is able to do that as he drags them off the edge.
Who was that guy?
He's the guy that's normally up in the crow's nest.
Not that guy. I feel like he and I had a rapport.
Yeah, he's in the water now. Total opposite of how he usually spends his days. And then
I don't like that for him.
our last warrior here is going to take 2 swipes at Melioras first. That's definitely going to miss. That's also going to miss before he is going to run, provoking an attack of opportunity.
Top attack.
Yep.
This is my first top attack with Bryn's Vengeance, which does other things that I've never had a chance to use. I don't remember what they are. Let me remind myself. I think it's just an extra die of damage.
That sounds right.
And if you make an up attack, the target takes an extra d6 of slashing. This is not the guy that I have Hunter's marked, I don't think. That guy died.
Yeah, Hunter's marked guy died.
This is a dirty 20.
Yep.
So I'll get an extra d6 on here. That'll be 12 points of damage. And I'll swear at him loudly in Undercommon.
And he disappears under the water. And Hunter Shark A, still holding on to his portion of the carcass, is going to swim further into the waters. Melioras, what would you like to do as we come to your turn?
Does the guy that got dragged into the water, like if I go up to the edge, can I see him?
You cannot. You can see bubbles from where he entered, though.
Okay, so I don't know if the priest is like dragging him with him.
That's what it looked like when the priest went over the edge, is that he had a hold and he was pulling this guy in with him.
I really want to save that guy, but I don't think it's a good idea for me to jump off the boat. My job is to protect the boat. So I guess that's what I'll do. I'll spend my bonus action taking I think it's the search action, to see if there's any other nasty things coming our way
Alright.
from the depths.
Action roll.
That's a 30.
Well, you definitely don't see a kraken on, so no, there's nothing else that you can see.
Hey. Okay.
Ash,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
I'm gonna run off over here to
Uh-huh.
the back and just gonna yell at the shark. Be mean. Get out of here. Shoo.
Throw a
Show
chocolate
my
at
mean
its nose.
face. Maybe.
Alright, Saren, it's your go.
Saren will cast a sorcerous burst of lightning damage at this shark.
Okay.
26
Yes.
for 13 lightning.
Alright. With that, it'll be the end of Saren's turn, yeah?
That'll do it.
Alright. Our shark seems to lock eyes with you, Saren, for a moment. Like, there is malice there before it sinks under the water. But with that, we're no longer bound to the initiative.
This travel by boat, I don't know how anyone does it.
Yeah. Never a dull day.
Poor crow's
Is anyone
nest
in?
guy. No.
What were those things?
They look like fish people. I don't know though.
I don't know if I would know the answer to that.
Would you like to roll a history check?
They looked.
Sure, I've been on a boat before, once. That's a 12.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know. They look like fish people, like Ash said.
Aren't those mermaids? That was not what I saw.
No. Mermaids got
No.
the tail. Mermaids are people on top, tail on the bottom.
Yes.
Those were not mermaids, and mermaids aren't real, so it couldn't have been them.
Were they reverse mermaids?
They definitely
Wouldn't that
weren't.
be?
One of the
No, I don't think.
one of the older sailors, sort of overhearing this, a sort of gruff, orcish man, spits over the side. Them's with sea devils.
Sea devils.
Cool.
They terrorize everyone. Ashore, on the sea, below the sea. They don't care much, except for bloodthirst.
Starting to think any travel by water is cursed.
Hey, there's many curses on the water, but as long as you keep to certain ways, the curses overlook you.
Are we not keeping to those ways?
Some people have more faith in the superstitions than others, and as he says this, last part, he kind of looks to, like, the captain's doors.
Ooh.
I missed something.
There was
Were we not going safe ways?
there's never a guaranteed safe way. The only safe way is putting your putting your lively orders in a row before stepping onto the ship.
I haven't done that yet. Sorry.
Please. Most of these sailors haven't done it either, but a lot of them dream or put their faith in what money can buy.
Well, now we're short crew.
It's
Yeah.
It's only 2 guys.
We're only 2 days out from Luskin. I'm sure that there's plenty in the city of sails looking for work. Should we be needing to set out sail soon again?
I can cover the crow's nest until we get there.
What was the other guy doing?
He was just a general sailor, so whatever tasks needed to be done.
Robbing the deck.
Saren will do general sailor things based on the observations he's had. Just gonna try and stay out of the way mostly.
The next few days seem to go by without issue. You can see the city of sails just out of reach. When I'm gonna ask for a perception roll.
It's another 26.
20.
23.
You all would see this as you are starting to get closer to the port. There is a fairly sizable bed of oysters along the coastline. You know that these have value, of course, in their meat, but also there is the potential of pearls, which could really bring in some extra cash, or some spellcasting components.
Ash's eyes kind of go wide. Can we go fishing? We gotta get those. Think of how many points I get with Cookie bringing him oysters.
I got no objections.
Okay.
I want to go get some oysters.
Well, the ship isn't gonna stop for this, so
Hey, somebody needs to tell them to stop. How close are we to the oysters?
since you are coming in port, you're getting fairly close to the shoreline, so I'd say I'd clock us in about I'd say you're about maybe 300 feet or so.
Okay, and how far from port are the oysters?
They're a little further. You're not like right at port when you're seeing this. Port is maybe like another, maybe 3 miles, give or take.
Ugh, it's not even worth it.
You always come back.
Can we just lower a net and just drag it behind us as we go and see if it scoops any of them up?
No,
Could try.
probably not how that's gonna work. Since the oyster bed is 300 over that way. If you get any, it's gonna be like a slim chance. You can try, but it's gonna be a D100 roll here.
Okay. How much slack on this rope? On the rope on the net? Okay, because we got to pull it back in. How much of that do we have?
I'd say... I'd say you have about... If you're talking about the fishing nets that you've been using, those are like man-made. This isn't a fishing ship. So the slack that you've got on that, I'd say is maybe 30 feet.
Yeah, no, this isn't gonna happen. Got me all excited.
Just saying what you see.
Darn.
This is your
I could
fault,
get us
Faye.
over there, but I couldn't get us back.
Look, the dice said that there's an oyster farm there. I'm just letting you know. What you want to do is up to you.
We're gonna go back there. That's not a terrible walk. That's not a bad walk from port. We can walk there and then get a bunch of oysters, bring some back. We'll keep some for ourselves, because, you know, that's money and also food. And then we can go.
I could get us one of the ways very quickly.
Oh my gosh, you in this spell?
Saren's studying the oyster bed location thoroughly.
Is there like a lifeboat or something, like a little like rowboat on the side of the ship?
Yes, there is.
We could take the rowboat and just row the last 3 miles to port.
That's a great option.
I wouldn't be very good at it, but you know, I'm not that strong. But we can. I think it's an option.
Yeah.
No, we definitely
Your
won't be
boss gonna be
swallowed whole
mad.
by any sea creatures.
No, definitely not. Your boss be mad if we take it, thingy.
I don't know. We're also supposed to be protecting the boat.
This is on a promise of oysters. He'll forgive us. We should do that. We should take this boat.
What if the minute we leave, and are like at the oyster farm, like another monster comes and attacks the boat.
That's lucky for us, I guess. It's just the way of the water. Don't come for me, James Cameron. We don't have to. It's fine.
Well, we do know it's here now.
Yeah, we do. Wish we didn't, but we know it's there.
Look, don't roll high on perception next time.
Maybe don't ask for a perception roll.
There was something interesting, and your
There's
dice said you wanted to see
There's
it.
only so much I can do with a plus 13.
Alright. So. It's not long before you're pulling into Luskin.
There's the map of Luskin.
It's not the greatest map, but 'tis a map. Alright.
Also, like, has it gotten noticeably colder?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been cold since Thornhold, but it's getting colder the further north you go.
Too bad there wasn't a gift shop in Thornhold, because we all could have gotten, like, jackets that said, I nearly got shipwrecked, and all I got was this lousy jacket.
I didn't see a gift shop.
No, there wasn't one. That's why I got all you guys beach knickknacks.
So
Yeah, Saren will pull out
Well,
a starfish.
Listen, my fish rock is way better than a jacket that I definitely don't want.
I'm just finding it to be a little bit chilly right now.
as you pull into the port, the first thing you notice off in the not far distance is this massive tower. It almost looks perhaps like a tree with leafless branches and these limbs that stretch out and stretch upwards with spires. And there's a bridge that crosses over, splitting, connecting the city that it seems split into by this very swift moving river. And of course, the jagged islands just in the mouth of this river. But as you find yourself docking, many of the sailors are eager to get aboard, or get ashore. What would you all do?
What time of day is it when we're pulling into port?
About midday.
Before we leave, I gotta go say goodbye to Cookie.
Saren casts guidance. I don't know why.
Okay. I have it.
You find Cookie packing up his valuables from the kitchen, which aren't much. It's a good cleaver and a good pot. Everything else seems to stay aboard.
Well, Cookie, I guess this is it.
And he looks to you and spits over into the pot. The spitting pot, not the good pot. It's been a thrilling time with you aboard.
It's been a lot of fun hanging out with you too. But we're here and I gotta go.
I gotta empty the spitting pot.
Yeah, you do. Hey, about 3 miles down shore, there's the bed of oysters, if you want to go check that out. Could be good eats on the way home.
The only good eats I need right now is a tankard of ale.
Hey, I hear that.
If you find yourself anywhere in the slums, maybe I'll see you at a tavern or two.
Maybe.
And he spits again
Time
in the
will
spitting
tell.
pot.
Ash will also spit. I'll see you later, Cookie.
And he just gives like a singular nod.
Great.
Alright.
I would go talk to Drillaxel once more before heading out. Knock on the door of the captain's quarters.
Yeah, as you knock on the door, you're invited in, and you can see Yarlaxle is actually readying as if he is disembarking as well.
I imagine we'll be heading out soon.
That is your call. I seem to recall you being on sabbatical.
Technically, yes, but I'll let you know as soon as I'll get word to you as soon as I find out anything.
See to it that you do.
I'll also make note of anything else of interest. I still consider myself an employee, even though I'm taking a bit of a leave for personal matters.
That's something I like to hear. Keep up the good work.
Always.
Now, if there is no more business to speak of, I must be off. There's a barkeep that I need to touch base with.
Don't let me keep you.
And grabbing a coat and his hat. Axel makes his way out.
I'm so tempted to call something after him as he walks past me. I'll kind of just say, is she hot?
I'd settle for nothing less.
Mel just nods. I'll catch up to the other two.
Yeah, Saren was the first off the boat as soon as the gangplank came down. Not even on the boardwalk, just he doesn't want any water underneath him. But other than that, patiently waiting.
I was trying to think of the best way to get to the entrance. I was wondering if maybe we should see about getting some horses to make the journey a little faster, but what would we do with them when we got to the entrance? The Underdark tunnels are not an appropriate place for horses, so do we just let them free when we get there?
Horses are pretty smart. They find their way home eventually.
Faye, remind me, was it 10 or 20 days walk to get to the entrance? I've got so many numbers for travel in my head, I can't remember.
So from Luskin to the Subran Valley is about 14 days on foot, and then from the Subran Valley entrance to Menzoberranzan, it's about 5 days.
Okay, so it's in or around 20 total.
Yeah.
Okay, if we were to use horses, how much would that cut down the travel time to the entrance?
So looking at this long term, momentarily you'd be able to get to certain areas quicker, but in doing so it's going to cause rests for the horses, so it's not really going to change the distance too much overall, or change the timing too much overall.
Okay. We might be hoofing it then.
Thought that was the plan anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Are there landmarks along the way? Other cities, villages?
Right, because I have made this trek before just in the opposite direction. So I know where we're going. Caitlin doesn't, but Mel does.
Yeah.
That's a great question, Saren. Let me think on it for a moment. It was a while ago.
There's definitely, there's not really there's Mirabar, if you stick to the Blackford Road, but that's going to take more time. There are smaller areas to go through. There's the Xantharl's Keep, but that's a fortified village. It might not be the easiest to get into. There's also, this is areas that are getting into the Uthgard land, so you might see traveling tribes and whatnot. there's Rivermoot, but that is a very small town. And you'd pass by Mithril Hall, but that's the Dwarf Holds of the North, so might be a little harder to get in there. There's other areas that you could hit, but that kind of takes you out of the way, such as Nesme or Longsaddle.
To the best of my recollection, and then I'll provide that information.
Sounds like a rough journey then. But some options along the way.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a few locations where we can maybe get some shelter along the way, but I think most of it is going to be just on the open terrain.
Camping is fun too.
Yeah. It
I
is
have a tent.
colder here, so
I have a tent.
yay.
It'll be fine. Deeren suggested it, but you know,
Should
Very
we
different.
like?
Which is very different from the Hells. That was camping too, kind of.
oh,
Yes, I
camping here is
suppose
so
it
much
was.
better.
Mhm.
It doesn't like rain fire here, so that's something.
It generally smells better too. Should we take the rest of the day to get provisions and rest and head out in the morning?
I'm okay with that. I'm also okay with whatever.
What? So, how far is it once we reach the entrance to the Underdark? How far after that?
It's about 5 days.
Okay.
So it's about 14 days to get to the entrance, and then about 5 days through the Underdark to get to the city.
So we need provisions for at least a month. Just in case
But-
something goes very wrong.
Well,
At least 20 days.
at least 20 days to get us to the city where we would be able to secure more provisions.
There's places along the way, but like you said, they may not be the most reliable.
And also forage and hunt along the way.
Yeah, the ranger can range from time to time.
We don't do much of that in wild space.
Here we go again.
You don't go fishing for space fish?
Some do.
What do you do in wild space?
Travel. Go from place to place. Parents sold the art. Games. Practice our skills and trades. Spend time in ports. Pretty similar to here, I think. If you really boil it down. At least we can see what's below our ships.
See what's below our ships too. It's water.
Yeah, but you can't see that far down.
Okay, and
Isn't it dark in wild space?
Yeah, but you can see things coming. It's not. There's light from stars. The same light that reaches here.
So you're telling me that the stars where your ship is are the same stars that we can see in our sky?
That's right.
I'm gonna lean in and be like, I think you lost her again.
Listen, I don't think I'm a dumb person, but I mean a lot of this stuff it's like it's a lot. You know?
It's a lot. I understand.
I like to think I'm fairly, open-minded.
Is there a but?
Not at the moment.
I'll stand by for it.
Let's find a store, huh?
Yeah. I want to get a jacket and maybe like a warm blanket.
Do we have money?
That's a great question because you gave me some. I have 194 gold pieces.
I have 25 gold pieces.
I've got 67 and some change.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of silver too, but yeah. So we've got like not quite 300 gold pieces.
Is that enough?
I don't know what the prices are like in Luskin.
You'd know better than I would.
I guess I was here once. Spent some time here, so I would know what the prices are like.
You know
Find
that Luskin is it is a city of trade, but that does not make it a fair city. It tends well to the people within power, mainly the ships, as they have earned the respect and are the overseeing leadership of the city, and then the Arcane Brotherhood, mainly because those are very powerful mages that could probably cause a lot of trouble. So certain areas are going to have inflation just because they can. Luskin is a city that knows what it can offer and sort of has a chokehold on certain parts of the economy. If you're wanting anything that's going to be better suited to a smaller, purse, it's gonna come across in the slums, but that might not mean having the top quality that Luskin can provide. That's probably going to happen a lot more in the northern part of the city, where there's a lot of warehouses and whatnot, more direct trade between certain businesses. Most of the businesses are going to be here on the southern portion, since this is what is left after the ships have had their pick, essentially.
And where did we pull into Dragon Breath, or did we pull into the open shore?
You're on Dragon Beach.
Oh, beach.
Yeah.
So I was like, Dragon Breath. I'm like, oh, I wonder what happened here.
You are on Dragon Beach.
I'm tired.
You're good.
Okay. Okay. So prices are a bit higher here.
Okay. Well, how about this? We get as much foodstuffs as we can. like non-perishables, we can hunt on the road. If we can find like a fishing rod or like a spear-ish kind of thing, we can do fishing while we're on the road. I mean, we have options.
Yeah, that's true. Do I think it's sufficiently cold that we are going to need to think about warmer gear and like for camping, like blankets, or is it tolerable without those things?
I would say that you would do well to have them. You could probably make it without them, but it would be a very uncomfortable sort of go at things. Because you're just on the border. You're still in the Northlands, but you're not quite in the far north, like Icewind Dale and whatnot. But you are right along that area. But you would be traveling southwards, to a degree, to get to the Subran Valley.
Yeah. Above table, I have I forgot to be keeping track of rations for this entire adventure, except for like the first couple of days when it was top of mind. So I still have 16 in my inventory, but I would assume in the hells those would have been gone by now.
I think
So
that's a fair
I'm
assumption.
just gonna go ahead and just delete those from my inventory and just pretend like they never happened. Yeah, like I guess train of thought here is if things are going to be pricey, I think I would place highest priority as warm weather things. And then if we have money left over to get some rations as backup, do that with what we have left because we can hunt and fish on the way.
Sure.
I think just a heavy cloak would probably suffice for me.
I don't think Ash would be terribly concerned with getting cold. She runs a little hot nowadays. I wonder if someone around here makes like a little tail cozy. Little tail sweater.
Just like a
Like
really
leg warmer, but yeah.
yeah, or yeah, like a really long, really skinny sock.
Mm-hmm.
Some tights.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want it to freeze and fall off.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah, that would be the end of the world. Heavy
Right?
sarcasm.
What would you do then?
I would get smacked in the face in the middle of the night, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
I think this is a solid plan.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We're still like in and around the docks area, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. This would be where we would find like a fishing rod somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Or a spear of some kind.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having something like her pitchfork because she's getting used to using that.
you can definitely find like a spear, maybe even like a trident or bident, that you can utilize.
Yeah, just a dinky one.
Yeah, totally. Um, I'd I'd put that at 3 gold pieces for a spear and 6 for a trident.
We'll go spear.
I still have my longbow as well. Which we can use for hunting. Doesn't get much use these days, but I've still got it.
It's around here somewhere, guys, I swear.
It's on your back. You've been wearing it this whole time. Okay, well, is there someone that's good at haggling? Meliors looks at Saren.
I can try. For the food?
Well, I think the warm weather gear first, like the blankets and coats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's find a place and get everything we want, and I'll see what I can do. We're looking for Bass Pro Shop.
Oh my goodness. So, are you, let me get this straight. Are we doing warm clothes shopping, accommodations, then rations, or are you trying to find a place to stay for the night, then do all of your shopping?
That's a great question. So I'd hate to get the shopping done and then find out we can't afford to stay anywhere.
Yeah, that's
Could we stay on the boat if we had to?
Probably not. You were gifted voyage, and now you are in Luskin.
We can save some coin back. I can't imagine it'll be too crazy for one evening.
can't share a room with you guys. Not
can-
after what I've learned.
You can share one with Magda.
But yes, that is preferable.
Alright. So, we've got a couple areas that you could go for, as part of the inn. There's the Royal Arms Inn, but that is expensive and luxurious. There is the Seven Sails Inn. There is the One-Eyed Jacks as well.
Am I familiar with either of those?
Roll for me a percentile dice.
Okay. 67.
67. You you would know of the One-Eyed Jacks. That's actually where you stayed. It's an inn and tavern. It is owned by Ship Kurth, and it's named after Jarl Axel. It's often populated with drow, but it is one of the most reliable inns for any foreigners coming to Luskin.
I just remembered. I know a place we can stay. One-Eyed Jacks. I've stayed there before.
Okay.
It's named after Jill
Let's make her
Axel. I
roll.
don't know why it took me this long to remember it.
Alright. So,
Do Bregendarth members get a special rate at this inn and tavern?
no.
Okay.
Alright. So, you make your way to the One-Eyed Jacks, and there are, a few drow here. A lot of them you've seen for the last few days as they were traveling on the ship with you. And it's already lively. There are pints being shared, calls for different food. What would you like to do?
If I walk in, does everyone yell my name like in cheers? You can just say no.
I was rolling to see if that was the case, and unfortunately the dice say that everyone else is too distracted by their own drinks.
Okay.
Is this like a place with a front desk or a hostess?
No, it is not that kind of place. You do notice that there is a counter, where perhaps a ledger is kept for people in rooms, as there's like a sort of key case behind it, but there is currently no one there.
Is there a bell to ring?
No.
Saren's gonna stand there patiently.
She'll go up to the bar and kind of flag down whoever's serving.
So you would notice that the bar and this counter are kind of connected. The persons that are serving seem to be coming from the kitchen. When they're dropping off food, they're pouring the refills as well as they come by. Noticing that you guys are looking for someone, one of them, as soon as they are coming out with a tray, grabbing a pitcher, just one moment, I'll be right there. Drops it off.
Yeah,
on the
when you
table.
got a minute.
comes back and wringing her hands on her apron. Always busy when come back to port. What can I get for you? A room, drinks,
We actually need a
meals?
couple of rooms.
2 rooms? Okay, all right. This way, and walks back over to the portion that has the key case. Rooms. How many rooms are we getting? Just the 2? The couple?
2, please.
Okay. And how many peoples are staying in here?
4, 2 to a room.
2 to a room. All right. And then goes and. All right. Picks out 2. Unfortunately, they're on either sides of the hallway, but
That's fine with me.
all right. So you are handed the 2 keys. All right. That's going to be. Let me actually take a look at the pricing because I had it and then I didn't. All right. It's gonna be 1 gold for each room.
Saren will slide 2 gold pieces across.
And she nods, takes them, puts them in a coffer's box. If you need anything else, just call to the kitchen. We're all ears open. Serena's a bit busy at the moment.
Yeah, we'll be back later.
All right.
Do you know where we might be able to procure some clothing appropriate for this climate?
Oh,
And perhaps some provisions.
you just want to make your way to the Reach. Plenty of small businesses are there. Support local and whatnot. Easy enough done.
You got a big franchise problem here, or?
But no, we're all quite local. But you get up to further north in the city, and you start running into some of the there's the Mirabar Shield. Does trading from Mirabar and whatnot. You start getting setups from trades that come to Luskin rather than Luskin local.
Right. Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, of course. And then you hear someone call out, and she turns from the side. I'm on my way. All right. Oh, as I said, it's pretty busy right now, so I'm just gonna head out. Come back soon again. You need anything, just give a holler.
Thank you.
Very good.
All right. So,
Well, should we follow her advice and track down some traders?
We want to drop off some stuff upstairs.
I don't really have stuff.
Okay, well, I'm gonna drop off my pack. I'll be right back.
You know what? I think I'm gonna. I'll drop off my as well. I'll keep my scimitars concealed in my holster, but I'll drop off the other stuff.
gonna keep a short sword.
Saren's gonna keep his backpack so that they can carry stuff back.
You don't want to carry bags? Or a half crate?
You're not gonna put your jacket on right away? It's cold.
Yeah, maybe you can get
So is Wild Space.
maybe you can get a jacket that's got pockets and you can just shove everything in your pockets.
I guess we can't fit a blanket in our pockets, though.
Unless you get like a cargo
Not
cloak,
with that attitude.
pockets everywhere. You could get it in camo
Pocket
print.
hot dogs.
We'll be invisible.
Awesome. Can't wait. It totally fits my aesthetic. This is like Mel's worst nightmare.
Now I want
Not
to.
really,
green
but
is
it's up
great
there.
with purple. What do you mean?
Now I want to make a camo cargo cloak wearing character. Like they've got the hat that says "Women want me, fish fear me." No.
Well, Ash's dad does have that hat.
Amazing. Oh no, I know the perfect place to create that character. Alright. Well, you know what, as we're heading out for our shopping portion, why don't we call this our mid-session break, and we'll come back and see what happens. Alrighty. So, coming back. I clicked the wrong button. Click the right button now. As we come back, what would you like to do?
We're looking for clothes and supplies.
What sort of clothes and what sort of supplies?
Warm ones. And non-perishable ones.
And a sweater for my tail.
Alright. And why don't we get some... Firstly, investigation rolls to see what all you'd find.
We had directions, yeah.
Yeah. Which will
But
lower your
that's
DC.
an 18.
I got a 15.
I'm cold and motivated.
Okay. You're all able to find the basics. Warm cloaks and coats. Mittens if you'd like, hats, scarves, the works. You probably won't need all of those since, again, you're not going into the far north. A sturdy coat or cloak, a tent, a blanket, you should be fine. Which all of you are able to find. Blankets are going to cost you about 8 silver pieces. Bedrolls, 2 gold, if you don't already have one. A tent.
I think everyone should have a bedroll,
I mean, some people
right?
might
Like
have,
we've all been using them.
some people may have gotten rid of theirs.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you how
Let
to
me check
adventure.
before I'm pretty sure I've got one. Yep, I sure do. So I don't need one of those.
A tent is going to run you about 5 gold pieces.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
a sturdy cloak or coat, whatever it is going to run you about 3 gold pieces.
Okay. How many tents do we need? Ash, did you say you have one already?
Have one, but it's only for one person.
Okay.
So Magda's probably going to need one.
So Magda will need one. These 5 gold piece tents. Could 2 people share one?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll need 2 tents. Okay. I'm a math real quick. That's 22 gold pieces and 32 silver pieces, which I think I have enough of each in my inventory. Let me double check. I sure do. So I can pay for this stuff. So that's 4 blankets, 2 tents, and 4 coats.
All right.
And this is 22. Okay.
As you're traveling, it is Meliors that would spot this and point it out to Ash. In the city, there is a small sort of push cart set up, and next to it is a an elderly looking dragonborn who is crocheting and has all these like knit goods that are on this little push cart.
I love her. I'm gonna approach.
And she looks.
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Well, I noticed all of your, your yarn work. And I'm gonna be traveling, and I'm just a little concerned about the end of my tail getting too cold at night. Is there anything that you have that could help me?
Yes, I do. I've got plenty of different of options here, and you would see that what you had initially thought were like scarves, she brings them over and will like start like seeing which ones might fit the circumference of your tail, and you would notice that there's like a section where they can be like pulled together to create a actual like sock for the tail. So
It's gonna hate these, but I don't care.
So she's gonna sell these at about 5 silver.
Take a gold. You're a saint.
Thank you. Maybe I'll be able to get some nicer yarn with this.
I bet you could. Thanks so much.
Safe travels. And then she'll go back to her little
Ash is like,
crocheting.
yeah. Ash is like folding it up and then like sticking it in her pocket and mumbling about, at least it'll soften the blows.
That's amazing. Sorry, was this a silver dragonborn?
No, she was just an elderly one. I'm just gonna do a quick little rollsies here. See what kind of dragonborn we're looking at. She was actually a white dragonborn. Alright. Shopping done. Let me do a little DM peeking here real quick. Max, behave. Alright, so on the way back to the one I jacked, Melioris, you would spot something that kind of catches your attention. A group of robed figures are sort of circling around a item which, as they move, you can see is this sort of large egg, and it sort of seems to be suspended in some sort of magical bubble between these figures as they're walking.
Can I tell what kind of egg?
Roll a nature check.
That's a 5.
Just a big one.
Just a big egg.
Just a big egg.
I'll point it out to the others. I'm like, they're like transporting this really big egg over there. That seems interesting.
Well, that's weird. Do I know anything about it?
Sure. Roll me a nature check. It looks about the right size to be perhaps a dragon egg, but that's all you can tell.
Well, that's about the size of a dragon egg, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that's crazy. Do I know anything about it?
Roll a nature check.
16.
No, Ash, you're sure that that's a dragon egg. It does look a little off, but you don't know why.
It's definitely a dragon egg, but it looks a little off.
Do you know why? I'm just kidding.
I don't know why. It's just really big.
I kind of want to get a closer look at it, because how often are you going to run into a dragon egg?
What if we just ask one of the guys what's wrong with it?
We could do that, yeah.
So you go up.
Saren will. Hey, what's going on with your egg? Everything okay?
Yep, nothing to see here. We're just transporting it over to the host tower.
Yeah, but what's wrong with it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It looks weird.
It could just be a distortion of the magic that's carrying it.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
I would also like to do that.
Go for it.
That's a 25.
Yeah, it's probably just distortion from the magic.
Yeah, it's distortion from the magic. Saren and Mel, this guy is being dodgy about something. He knows something is up. He's not sharing.
I'm just gonna give him my biggest smile. And I'm just gonna be like, I know you know more than that.
Melioris.
You seem really smart. Like, you know a lot of things.
Melioris, I'll say that since you've been here before, you would know that while there are laws in Luskin and customs, the biggest custom is going to be bribery. Bribery gets you everywhere in the city.
I can't just try being
You can try, but
smiley first.
you can try. But I'm just letting you know that you do have that information.
I'll keep that in my back pocket.
Okay.
But
All right.
let's see how charming I am today.
Persuasion roll.
Plot twist, it's not going to be very charming at all. I have to go home now.
Well, now we're just very curious.
Yeah, curiosity, it kills the cat. Just, you didn't see us here. We're doing our job.
Nothing can indulge our curiosity, and Saren will jingle his coin purse.
You do get eyes from this figure looking at the coin purse. I mean, I wouldn't say nothing.
Saren tries to slyly hand over 10 gold pieces.
Sleight of hand.
I didn't see
That's a lot of money.
That's 2 tenths.
That is 2 tents. But I mean, it's a lot of tents right now. Don't you hear the music?
You're so funny.
I am.
Saren would try and do it away so that no one saw how many gold pieces he gave over.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
Mr. Slick over here.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
It's an 18.
Oh yeah. I think the only person who'd be able to notice that would be Melioras, and I'd say even then, it's not so much that you notice the exact amount of gold, but definitely that it's like a small handful.
Oh, my passive perception is larger than.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but
one
I'm
degree.
the degrees of where your passive perception versus the roll. If it was like more than where you're at, yeah, you'd see the thing, but you do see that there's the passive.
I saw at least 1/10 worth
Yes.
in this transaction.
Yes.
Saren's playing it cool.
He
He feels a little bit of tension from Melioras' direction.
it's this guy.
Definitely have an eyebrow raised.
This guy takes the gold and looks at it in his hand, quickly moves it to his pocket. Alright, well, yeah, you didn't hear it from me, first off, alright? But, like I said, we are going over to the host tower, right? There's, this guy, his name's Macat, the Crimson. Mages in their titles and whatnot. Got a big thing for dragons. And this is worth some big coins, gems, It's a rarity. You don't see this often. We picked this up from a trader coming out from the Underdark. Took us a bit of time to get it here. But it was an egg that was laid by a dragon corrupted with an elder brain.
I'm assuming Melioras knows what that means.
You will understand certain things about that. Roll me a history or nature check.
Oh, God. It's the same either way. That's a 17.
From your knowledge, once a dragon becomes the host of an elder brain, it's mainly the elder brain. The dragon's now just a shell that allows for the elder brain to do more, have more reach and everything like that. They hardly ever do anything in forms of reproduction, nesting, having clutches, or anything like that. So the existence of an egg like this is very rare. It means that this egg was about to be laid before the elder brain took over. So, there's really no precedent for something like this.
And who acquired this?
Some Dwergar. They found it. They were willing to sell. And this guy, Maka, he's willing to buy anything with the dragon.
All I'm hearing is there's a dragon in the Underdark missing an egg, so it's probably upset.
That seems like an Underdark problem, which isn't really my problem.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm just gonna narrow my eyes at him a little bit.
He doesn't seem to be affected by that.
That's great. He's not affected by anything that comes from me today, so that's fine. I'm dealing with it. I'm not dealing with it. Above table, like, I don't want this mage to have this egg, but like, what would I do with a dragon egg? That's gonna have
Give
a
it back to
creepy
its
thing
mom.
it.
Give it back to its mom.
Is its mom still its mom, or is it just a skin suit for an elder brain?
Straightly above table? I don't know, but listen, a dragon without an egg is an angry dragon, whether it's an elder brain or not.
Is
Yeah,
it?
I don't think we're gonna be able to afford to buy it back.
I don't know.
Another
How
above
much
the...
is the mage offering?
For something like this, you're looking at, at least 100,000 gold.
What if I were to give you this really cool whip and it's just a plain old whip? It's the one I started with.
No.
It's worth a try. Sorry.
How many people are escorting the egg right now?
4.
4. Are they dressed a particular way? Like, can I tell, are these people that are with the arcane, like,
They
group
seem...
of people in the city?
The Arcane Brotherhood doesn't really have, like, a uniform of sorts, so you can't really say for a fact if these guys are part of it or not. They do seem to hold themselves, confidently, so they are probably, somewhat experienced with, like, adventuring in, and fighting and whatnot. You can see bits of armor, mostly leather, studded leather, things that are easy to move in, not gonna get too tangled up and stuff. But they have to have some sort of understanding of magic. You don't know if what they are transporting the egg in is something that they've cast themselves or due to a magic item or anything like that, but they have to have some sort of understanding of the arcane for what they are transporting.
And based on my understanding of Luskin, how is piracy looked upon here?
If you are not part of the ships, not good. piracy is legal if you are part of the ships and aren't really doing it to Luskin.
Right. I really don't want the mage to have it. That's an Underdark thing. It belongs in the Underdark. I don't know why I'm so for that, because I am from the Underdark and I don't want to be there. So this doesn't make any sense.
Well, just think of this.
Listen,
It should be its
happens-
choice.
Hold on. What happened? What happens if we take these guys out and we take the egg from them and we start on our way? And somewhere in those 14 days when we're walking, the son of a bitch hatches. What do we do then? I'm not equipped to take care of a baby dragon. I'm not playing that character right now.
Another question to consider. You get to the Underdark with this egg. The Underdark is massive. There is no guarantee you find this thing's mother.
And then we're just stuck with a baby dragon.
That's a lot.
I
of
I
food.
know. Yeah. Like I've thought of these things as well. I just don't want the mage to have it. Mages do stupid things when they have things they shouldn't have.
But what if this is an ethical mage?
What if this is the kickstart to a mini
Okay.
campaign?
What if-
And if you take the egg away, there's no mini campaign.
That sounds like someone
Do you-
else's problem.
You want
That's
to
the
take that
Caitlyn
away
that's
from
in
Faye.
that campaign's problem.
That timeline grows smaller and more non-existent the more this egg gets away from the
That mini
mage.
campaign, yeah. That mini campaign just turned into a holiday in Luskin.
Yeah. Now it's
very
an
nice
Acquisitions
time.
Incorporated game.
The hooded guy in the corner tells them, "I'm sorry, I don't actually have a job for you anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, you came all this way." Okay, that's fine. Okay.
The mage's
fine, we'll just
brains
let them
are,
go, I
are
guess,
tadpole free.
I don't know. If something's leaving the Underdark, it should be its choice. And I don't like that the mage is gonna get it, but I don't think we can do anything about it. I just am not happy. That's all. But I can be not happy. That's okay.
I'm also okay with Melioras being not happy for now.
All
I
of
don't have
this
to share a room with her.
As soon as the guys are out of earshot, like when we let them leave and be like, "Okay, well, thanks for the info," Melioras is gonna turn to Sarah and she's gonna be like, "Is my hotness broken?"
Sarah's gonna slowly turn back. No, I don't think so.
Are you sure? It didn't work.
Wait.
It usually works.
It would have worked on
Perhaps-
me.
Right? Perhaps
I'm t-
it's just not universally effective. And that's nothing to do with you.
This seems like a brand new concept to Melioras. Okay. Are you hungry? Is it time to eat yet and go to bed? I'm hangry, I think. I don't know.
Sure.
We're done shopping. Oh no, we haven't gotten provisions yet. We only did half the shopping. Never mind. I'm
It's
just
20
gonna
minutes.
stay at the back of the group and just sulk because I just not having I'm having a time in all the wrong ways right now.
Provisions.
Provisions.
Saren's looking for a provisioning store.
Yeah, you can find a provisioning store.
Saren walks in. Hello, what do you have for rations?
I got jerky. Got hardtack. I got, oh man, I had the word literally right at the freaking tip of my tongue. Oh, I know where I can find this word.
You have dried fruit.
Yes. Nuts, too.
Oh. How much would you say a pack of rations is per day for a single person?
Pemmican! That's the word.
Pelican?
Pemmican.
Pelican.
Pemmican.
Saren nods like he knows what's happening. So,
It's basically
one set of rations.
one set of rations. I got you. Rations. Rations are going to be 8 silver pieces for 1 day's amount for one person.
Okay. So that's 64 gold for 4 people for 20 days. Can someone check my math?
I was writing notes and I missed the numbers.
8 silver per day per person.
8 silver per day per person. And what math were you trying? How many days for how many people?
20 to be safe? I mean, we can do less if we're going to rely on ourselves.
Let's do 15 days, and we can plan on hunting or fishing a couple of nights. Just save a couple of days for when we're in the Underdark.
48 gold then?
That would be 48 gold, yes.
We did it. Level up.
Hell yeah.
Theron will give 48 gold for 15 days worth for 4 people.
Okay. I'm gonna put that in my inventory, even though I wrote
Me
it
too.
down.
You could put it in the party inventory. I can turn on campaign sharing. Because I forgot to turn that on at the start of the session.
It would be easier to keep track if all of our food is in one place. And then each day that passes, we can just take away 4.
I'm fine either way.
Alright. So, however you wish to handle that, it is easily enough done.
It literally won't let me add 60. It keeps changing it to 10.
I got it.
That's so weird. Anyway.
They're in the party inventory.
Holy crap, that weighs a lot of... that weighs a lot.
Oh yeah.
We can just say
Spread
that
out.
it's spread out, you know. Not one person is not carrying 120 pounds of food. But this way we can keep track.
Says I can carry 150 pounds.
That's 4 that I can carry. I can carry the food, and that's it.
Incredible.
Damn, I'm strong.
All right.
Now time to retire? Or food and retire?
Food and bed.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thankfully, we're staying at an inn and tavern.
Yeah, this is true. All right.
What are we seeing on other people's plates?
It's Actually, hold on. I think it's over here, don't I? Yes. Okay. That's the one, two, there's one. All right. We'll say there's definitely seafood that you see here. As you are on the coast. Bread, cheese, your staples. You see stews some people have that smell slightly sweetened with like a sort of caramelized onion and they've got of course different vegetables, carrots, potatoes, all sorts of good things. It's very hearty meals that you've got.
Is there anything on special for the night?
Fish.
Fish always. You've got
Oysters.
Luskin's catch of the day with a salt crust, served with a roasted potato and carrot side.
I'll have that.
Do they cater to any drow cuisine here due to the sheer number of drow that usually frequent this establishment?
Nothing that's like specific drow specialties and things like that. They do have some mushrooms and whatnot as part of their offerings, but it's not like main cuisine kind of deal.
They're probably going to be pretty sad mushrooms this far north.
Yeah, it's still a very Luskin-based cuisine.
I'll have the catch of the day as well.
Okay.
Make it. Yeah, me too.
Saren seems like so unsure. It's like I don't know if I want
ocean
anything
thing didn't
different,
go
but I
well.
don't want to. I don't want to stand out. So yeah, easily enough done. It's 2 silver pieces for each meal.
Do they take Electrum here?
If you pull out Electrum, I swear to
Just
God,
kidding.
there's gonna be
I would like to leave Luskin alive.
an Underdark Kraken.
I'll put up money for myself.
Yeah, I can do the silver.
I put up with Electrum and Curse of Strahd because of the immersion. Everywhere else, no. That's the real evil of Curse of Strahd is the Electrum.
Why do you even
Yeah,
need currency that's small?
The worst thing about Strahd is definitely the Electrum. Yep.
Is the food good?
It's good. It's not like, super luxury, but it's alright.
This isn't bad. I think I get the ocean part a little bit.
You think you get the ocean?
Well, I mean, I don't think I've had fish before. Not this.
Weren't we eating
Not
that
from
on
here.
the boat?
I don't know.
And it's mostly gruel and tack. But I made it with extra love for you guys.
I could
Oh,
tell.
we could tell.
Fish paste on the hardtack. It didn't help with the, texture, but it gave a little bit of taste. Alright. Yeah. During the point, during your meals, you start to see things sort of get a little calmer. The kitchen staff's mainly able to stay close to the kitchen as a woman with auburn hair comes down, gray eyes, smiles at everyone as she sort of takes her space behind the bar. Meliors, you've seen her before. She was here last time you had stayed. You would know her name is Serena.
Well, how far away is she? Did she have to walk past on her way to the bar?
No, you would have been seated in the sort of the tap room area.
Okay, well, if she looked in my direction, I'd wave.
And she gives a nod, a sort of cordial sort of, smile.
Mel's just gonna smile a little bit to herself because she thinks she understands where Jolaxel is.
Perhaps. But meal goes well. There's ale, wine. Not really the best of either, but good enough. And then your rooms wait for you upstairs.
Early start tomorrow. We don't have anything else holding us back from getting started in the morning, right?
No.
Bright and early then.
Yep.
All right. Well, one night in a comfortable bed before countless others along the road as you travel out of Luskin to the Silvern Valley. What are the thoughts on everyone's mind as they are bedding down for the evening?
Looking forward to not being on the ocean and getting to where we can find Melior some answers on what's going on. Wishing we had a giant, devilish machine to travel faster.
Yeah, I think Mel for the last little bit, I think was trying not to think too much about what could be going on in Menzo, because she was on a boat and their travel speed was out of her control. So she was at the mercy of how fast the ship was going, which was not under her control. Now that we've made it to Luskin and everything is in their hands a bit more, her thoughts definitely go there. And she's anxious to get there, but she knows it's still going to be quite a while of not knowing what's going on before they get there.
Ash is also pretty anxious to, get going. No, partly because she, she cares a little bit, These are people that these are her companions, and she cares an adequate amount. But a whole other part of her is like hoping that it goes by quickly.
Okay. As you all settle in for your long rests, can I have d10s rolled?
Oh my. That's a 2.
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Darren's got to roll a 1 or a 4.
Ooh, is it D10?
It's a
D10.
D10.
let's start with Mel. As Mel has got an even number. Meliors, as you are in your trance, I'm actually going to change the music. Here we go. Yeah. Alright. Meliors. Your trance leads you down old memories. You're in Avernus. And you are young. And you know you are young. Because this is a memory that has your brother. It is the three of you moving through the streets of the city, making sure to keep out of the way of different guards, of noble families. You're old enough to know the dangers of the city, but young enough to still find some joys and laughter amongst yourselves. There's not much more to this first memory, but one memory begets others. And so you just think of Menzoberran's and of your family until your rest is complete. Saren, as our other elf, you are also in a trance. Yours, however, might not be as peaceful. Your thoughts bring you to the hells. Particularly to the river Styx. You recall the horrors spoken of with the river Styx. The threats of losing yourself to those dark waters. sort of unconscious thought slips its way in your trance. What beasts might lurk under those waters? As you recalled what you had faced in the waters above. What so easily took out a shape? Could there be worse in the river that flows through the hells? And those are the thoughts that seem to consume the rest of your trance.
That checks out.
Ash, let's come to you. Your sleep. It's sunny. There's a sort of yellow light of the day shining down. You can smell the waters, and you can see the backs of your family as you are walking up to them as they are on the shore. But as you get closer, the yellow light begins to turn red, and the silhouettes become gray. You can smell no longer the sea, but instead sulfur. And as you get closer, the silhouettes of your family are crafted nothing more than from and there is a dark, deep voice that rumbles through the ground. It's too low to make out any sort of clear words, but you can tell from the broken bits that you hear that it is speaking in Infernal. And that's when you wake up. And you all can press your long rest buttons.
Ash is a little slow to get up. But she comes out early enough, ready to go.
Yeah, Mel is a little bit introspective. But she didn't sleep terribly, so I think she would be up bright and early.
Yeah, Saren's sleep was fairly troubled, but trying to push those thoughts away. Focus on the task at hand.
be fair, only 2 of those streams were
They're
supposed to
smug.
be troubling.
So smug.
Whenever we have to roll for dreams, Mel always gets the good one. That's like, oh, you're like you're back home in the Underdark, but it's not awful, and you're like surrounded by these plushies of like all these animals. And there's like nice colored lights everywhere, and then everyone else is like, you've got this thing stabbing needles in your eyes, and you're falling from the sky.
Yeah. Mel gets squishmallows and the boo boos, and Ash just gets stabbed. Well, if you guys are ready, we're burning daylight.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Alright. Then your group can set off from the City of Sails, heading inland towards the Sobern Valley. I'm going to first look at my thing real quick. I would like for you all to firstly roll for me a survival roll.
Everyone or just one?
Everybody.
That's not so great for me. That's a 12.
16.
12.
And I would like for each of you, with the survival check you just made, sort of kind of framing your descriptions, describe to me what it looks like as you set out.
I think Meliors is trying to keep her eyes on the landscape, trying to remember what she had seen before, but try and flip it because she's going the opposite direction this time to try and pay more attention to where they're going so that hopefully they don't go off course, since she's been here once before. But it's harder because she's going in the opposite direction, so things are backwards.
Ash is quiet, but she's locked in. She's moving a little quicker. You know, I don't know exactly where we're going, but I know we're moving southward-ish. So that's where that keeping us on that trajectory, trying to anyway.
Saren's maybe enjoying the scenery too much. He's happy to not be on a boat and to be experiencing more of scenery that's not the Hells.
As your travels begin. Ash, with you being locked in, I think you'd be the first one to pick up on this. There is it's a few hours of travel. There's a change in the winds. They're still cold, but they bring with them a scent. One that perhaps brings up thoughts you might have been trying to keep away. As Ash, you smell smoke. And I think that's where we're going to end this session.